What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Man Cave. As always, my name is Chris. Thank you for joining me wherever you're watching me from. And shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. Kindly consider subscribing, um, um, like, share, and put on the notification button so that every time I put up a video, you'll be the first to know. And to my old subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your kind support. It means a lot to me. So right now, I'd like us to go over something very important to men and men folk. And what I want to consider this on this edition of Men Cave is what is called sextortion. Yep, sextortion. The act of using sexually explicit videos to blackmail individual or group of individuals. That is what I consider sextortion or sexual blackmail, if you like. And it has become rampant in the male community or the male folk. And most often than not, this act is usually used against the female gender. And it is the men who weaponize this against the female or their fellow men, to body shame or to embarrass or to use it as a leverage to extort from them. And, I do not support this act in any form, any way. It doesn't go down well with me. It's not something my school of thought agrees with, morally or religiously on all fronts. Sextortion is not something that you should identify with as a man. Regardless of whatever category of manliness you belong to, sextortion is not, it's a crime in, if not almost all countries. You see an able-bodied man will do a video of a sexual act of either him and a partner or just another lady, and use that as a tool against such lady or a fellow man, and use that to extort money, for days and weeks or years on end until the victim is tired or exhausted, and they still end up posting such videos. And that is how these videos end up in the internet, and they get passed on from one individual or the other, even with the best effort of the victim to get rid of such videos on the internet. Of course, you see that people who are pervert in nature, if you excuse my language, will take advantage of that video, save it for the future, and also use it against this person sometime in any form, in any way. So sextortion is not something that a responsible man should engage in. The act of using sexually explicit videos to blackmail another person, a man or even a group of people, it is a crime against the person, is a crime against humanity, is a crime even under the law or constitution of every responsible nation. And such should not be found with you. You might say, oh, these are just a way to get around as a young person. By and large, as you grow older, you begin to give accounts. There are things that you might not put into consideration right now because you're younger. You think it is not your business. You think, oh, but you see, as we age, there are ways where these things wear off with age. And you find more reason, more purpose for living. As you begin to settle down and you begin to consider the future, you might be a high-flyer young man right now, and everything is at your beck and call, and you think you can do a lot of things and get away with it, including sextortion. But I tell you, man, I tell you, my brother, the end is not always good. And I tell you one thing, karma is a bitch. It's going to come around to bite you one way or the other. So I want to take this opportunity to encourage every man out there to live uprightly when it comes to things of this nature. When it comes to things of the bedroom, leave it in the bedroom. Especially when this message goes directly to married men. You know, I know you want to explore your fantasy. You want to do something new. You want to make a tape of your act with your better half so that, you know, it excites you guys, you know, and all of that stuff. You know, but one of the things I have said to myself is I will never do a video of such kind with myself and my wife. No. Both of us together is enough. Such videos at the end of the day ends up in the wrong hands. And when videos like that, you cannot be perfect. We're not perfect beings. You know that already. And when these videos end up in the wrong hands, what do you want to do? You have engineered a situation, a process that you no longer have control over. And it begins to go a downward spiral from there. So I want to encourage you, my brother, my man, my G, my guy. Please desist from sexual or sextortion or sexual blackmail. And one of the ways to stop to put an end to this is stop doing a video of yourself while carrying out your sexual desires. It doesn't help in any form. Once the video leaves your phone, or when the video is on your phone, anything can happen from there. And phones get missing from time to time. Your phone is not always with you 100%, so you can imagine. If one person gets hold of the phone, these days it takes seconds to transfer a video from one person to another. These days we see every time phones are getting hacked. And when they are hacked and they take the video, that's it. Or they take the photo, that's it. You are in trouble. It gets into the wrong hand, that's it. And it gets sold at the black web or dark web, that's it. So this is basically what we want to talk about. And if you have children or teenagers or kids who, you know, go to the internet from time to time, if they stumble on these things, that would be the craziest thing ever. Nobody wants their children to stumble upon their sexual videos in any form, in any way. And these are tools for blackmail. These are tools for extortion. If they know you have a young adult or young adults in the house, they would just threaten that they're going to show them these videos and all of this. And that's it. It goes down spiral that way. So today I want us to, please, let's be cautious in trying to unravel or unleash our sexual desires or fantasies, as it were. Let us be careful. Let us know that there are praise out there looking out for your mistakes. Know that there are people who are out there to take advantage of any error or carelessness or foolish decisions that might come as a result of this. And when they get hold of it, that is how some people live their lives. They do not have regard for moral. They do not have regard for the feeling of the others. They do not have regard for your mistakes. For every mistake of this kind you make is an advantage for them to, make money. And that is how some people, earn their living. So every time we make this carelessness, we have given leverage to people to make a source of living for themselves. And these things keep going around. Why? Just because one person believes that they need to express all their fantasies by putting it on video. So please, don't, my job here is not to tell you what to do, but your job is to think about what I tell you, all right? I'm a man, first of all, before all the rankings of husband, father, a business owner, or an employee, or counselor, or pastor. I'm a man, first of all, one man. So from one man to another, I want to encourage you. Sextortion is a relationship killer. It's a marriage destroyer. It's an ego bruiser. It's a personality murderer. And you should not allow that walk into your life. The moment that door is left ajar by that single video or photo, that is the end of the beginning, or beginning of the end, if you like. So take it from me, sextortion should stop, and it should start from you putting a stop to it. But stop doing expressing all your sexual fantasies on video and photo. Well, that's all for Men Cave today on this edition. I hope you learned a thing or two. Don't be the only person who's going to learn from it. Like, share, and subscribe, and put on that notification button so that every time I put out a video of this nature, you'll be the first to know. Once again, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for encouraging this channel. Basically, it's a men rendezvous. Our responsibility here is to support one another, chastise one another, encourage one another. Like I always say, men are the least encouraged people in the world, because you have all the world resting on your shoulders and you're expected to carry them. So on this platform, it is a no judgment free zone. We take the opportunity to encourage ourselves, to give ourselves a thumbs up, kudos, and also call ourselves to order on situations just like we have talked about. Until I see you same time, have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead, and continue to stay responsible. From me to you, bye for now.